podcast. I am Heather.
I'm Becky.
And you can find us on Instagram. I'm Quilt Crazy.
I'm at MillyMe.
And we have a Ravelry page group, Feather Stitches podcast group.
Yep.
Do you monitor it?
Yes, sometimes. Sorry, I have something in my eye.
We keep attempting to do better with the Ravelry group and all that stuff, but one day at a time. We made it, though, for a podcast. It's been 2 weeks, I think.
Is that it? That's pretty good.
Or is it 3?
Might be 3.
Maybe it's 3 weeks. It's better than a month. So we're back. We're going to try and squeeze one in before... I think I'm going to have a house full of people in and out, so there may be a few pauses in this episode, but that's okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So, how's your week been?
Good. Yeah.
Nothing new?
No, not really. I've got a couple sick kids, so...
We're podcasting at my house today.
Yes.
It's like, maybe Becky can come here today because there's germs at her house.
Yes. Yeah. But only, 2 very different, one has an eye infection, so he's home from daycare, and the other one has a cold, flu, fever thing going on, and nobody else is getting sick.
But you had some kids homesick last week, right? A puker.
Yeah, it's true, but this is different. I don't know.
'Tis the season.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happens, you got that many kids, and they're all at different places bringing bugs home, so it happens.
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
Okay, we're going to pause for a second. We're back.
Take 2.
Milkshake from Peter's driving from the hubby. I think he's a keeper. Yeah. Anyways, Where were we? Your week. Sick kids.
Your week. Yeah.
My week. Healthy kids. Just work. We had Halloween last week. They love that, and we have a sick load amount of candy in this house. That's just a sin. So I've had to hide some of it because my son has been kind of getting a little bit moody. I think it's the sugar.
Probably.
So it's hiding now. And finding candy wrappers all over my house. Everywhere. All over my house.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, no. That's it in this weekend. It's a long weekend. I was hoping to go to the cabin, but it's not happening this weekend. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, it's a quiet weekend for once.
Oh, good.
It's
Your
nice.
football's done?
Football's done, yes.
Nice.
And there's only, I think we have a soccer game. That's it. And the kids have Monday off, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Grace doesn't have basketball this weekend. Must be because of the long weekend. Remembrance Day. In Canada, we have Remembrance Day on November 11th. So, yeah. I got my poppy. It's on my jacket.
Oh, yeah, mine's in my car.
Well, should we jump into some knitting?
Yeah, let's.
This is going to be a short podcast because I don't have very much.
I don't have a ton either.
Do you have any foes?
Yeah.
Finished objects?
I'm finally wearing this. It was on the blocking mats last time, remember? When we were podcasting.
You can show it off now.
So I'm not going to take it off because you guys have seen it a million times, but it's just nice to be able to wear it.
Beautiful. It's huge, hey?
It is huge, yeah. You can just keep stretching it out and cover as much as you want.
That's
great.
Awesome. I love the V-necks. Or the V-shaped shawls.
Yeah, it's nice. I love to wear it with just a light cardigan and then...
Keeps you warm and cozy. And the mohair. And...
Yeah. The mohair, it's nice since I've blocked it. It's so soft. But I still get fuzzies all over me. Yeah. So it won't be something that I knit with very often, that's for sure.
And which pattern was that again?
This is the Slice of Light, it's called.
By?
Suzanne Summers.
Just in case this is their first time people watching.
That's true, yes. Yeah. So, yeah.
Beautiful. I have a finished object. I finally finished this. The main part's been done. It just needed the tassels added to it. So
great.
On Sunday I added them. This is the Akira cowl by Jane Richmond.
That's awesome.
No, not Akira. Arika. Apparently I'm dyslexic too. Runs in the family. Geez. So yeah, anyways, this is just freshly done on Sunday. My first time wearing it is on the podcast. This is some alpaca yarn that I bought from Stash, our store in Calgary. Yeah, it's just a nice shade of blue. I did this a year ago.
Yeah, you've had most of it done for a while.
Yeah, so now it's all done.
It has a button on it, right?
No, it's really cool construction.
Oh yeah.
You knit an odd shape and then you do sew it together down along this seam here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I don't know if I added as many tassels as it called for, but I didn't want to have tassels all the way around the back. And she said 1 inch apart. They're a little bit more than 1 inch apart. I thought they were 1 inch apart, but no, it's close enough. Yeah, so.
Looks good.
I have an object because I haven't been knitting a whole ton.
No, that's all right.
And you have another finished object, right?
I do, yes.
You have a few. This is the Becky show today.
Well, these socks I finished. I think I showed you. I still had to Kitchener the toe, but I did that. I was cleaning out one of my knitting bags, and I'm like, oh, I should really finish that. So anyway, those are done. I just threw those in.
Which yarn did you use for those?
This was...
Still talk about it.
This was Black Cat custom yarn, and it was... I think it was Uranus or something like that was the colorway. Yeah. Something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. But it's like a Sailor Moon collection that she had. So
very nice.
And this.
Oh my.
So this was a knit I did for the Yarn at Home Mom on Instagram. It's a sample knit for her. So she sent me her yarn.
Wow. This looks like...
Isn't it beautiful?
So does it grow?
It's gonna grow. So I haven't blocked it at all.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let her do that so that she can kind of shape it a bit how she wants. So this is called Wool and Honey by Andrea Mowry. And it's this beautiful little, it's kind of a crop sweater. Like it's meant to just sit at your waist. Yeah, I think it is kind of meant to be cropped. And then it's got these really great long ribbed cuffs on the sleeve. So...
And this is the medium.
This is a medium size, yeah.
I want to try this on.
So I just knit it to exact measurements.
Wow.
So, yeah, this was fun. It's all these stitches are just kind of...
Oh, they can pull
once you block it, because they're just all these drop stitches. So once you block it and they stretch out, I think it'll look really good. So I should
I gotta try this on before you go. It's really cropped, totally. But this yarn should grow.
Oh yeah, well, it's a tweed.
And it's garter, right? No, yeah, it is garter, and that
it's
always
garter,
grows.
but it's knit in the round, so it's
But garter, I think, has more stretch. Like
once
you block
definitely.
It, so then it pulls it down more.
Yeah, because I had to really be careful when I was measuring it to just lay it out nice and flat and then measure, and not hold it and measure, because you can go from like 4 inches to the however long you want it. Like you can just keep pulling it, right?
Yes.
So I had to be careful in how I measured it. I thought I had a ball band in here, but I don't.
I feel like doing a costume change. I want to try this on. This is beautiful.
So.
Yarn at Home.
Yeah, the Yarn at Home Mom.
Is she who you got your Gilmore Girl yarn from?
Yeah. That's the Andrea Mowry. That's one of the pictures. Anyway, it's a great pattern. Great knit.
Would you do another fingering weight sweater again?
Not for a while, no.
Like,
I still have my Comfort Fade cardi on the needle, so I need to finish that.
Oh yeah.
And that's fingering weight too. So
I need to finish all my sweaters. I have a worsted weight, a fingering weight, and they're all stalled.
Yeah. Sweaters are a big project.
All my projects are stalled.
Yeah.
Anywho. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you ship it back to her then this week?
Yeah, so I'm going to ship this off to her. And then, so I got to keep, so I had this much left of the third skein of yarn, and I have another whole skein.
Oh, nice. You get to keep that.
Yeah, I get to keep that.
Sweet.
So, which is awesome because I love this purple.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That tweed.
It's great. So... I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I'll find something.
Mm-hmm.
I will find something. So, yeah.
Gorgeous.
So that was my big... It was... As much as I was hating it while I was knitting it, having a deadline and, like, forcing myself to knit on this, it was also good because I actually finished a sweater.
Yeah.
Right?
You finished a fingering weight sweater.
Yeah.
That's your second now. Not fingering
No,
weight,
not
but you've
finger-
done
yeah.
your worsted boxy.
Yeah, I did my worsted weight boxy, and now I've done this one.
I just can't believe how short this is.
I know, it seems really short, but yeah, that's the way
That's how many rows it called for.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll block out.
Oh yeah, it'll, I mean, there's a lot of give in this puppy.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
majorly.
you'll just have to
It's
block it
gorgeous.
out. And that's why I wanted to let her block it, because I don't know how much she wants to stretch it, or if it's just a sample knit, I don't know if she's going to be wearing it, or
That's true.
like what
Displaying it, or
So, yeah, so we'll see.
hopefully she can wear it. Like hopefully someone can wear it.
That'd be nice.
She can ship it back to me and I'll wear it. All the work done. Lucky me.
Yeah.
Aw, cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
That's fun. I like that.
So those are it for finished objects?
That's all my finished objects.
So we can go into whips again. I don't have very many whips. I have a hoe.
Oh, fun.
I finished my sock. This yarn is housing it in my ginger snap bag.
Ooh, nice.
And this yarn is Chopol Yarns Das Par 2208 colorway.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's striped up good. This is my, that's a hot mess. This is my second skein for my second sock.
Nice.
But it might go in timeout now just because I am dying to cast on all the Christmas socks.
sock season, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've pulled out one of my Christmas socks. I'll show that in a second. You've already seen it, but I'm going to show it so it motivates me to continue working on it. So yeah, I have a hoe.
Cool.
So I was glad to get that done.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's that. Do you need a sock blocker for anything?
Actually, maybe.
Okay.
So I've been doing kind of a fun, I picked up some yarn from Shelly at Polka Dot Creek, or at Polka Dot Creek on Instagram.
Hi, Shelly.
And she
has
had
an
some
Etsy shop
yarn.
as well.
Yeah, at the Fiber Shindig in Calgary. And she has made DK sock sets. So I was like,
Oh.
oh,
And they have nylon in the DK?
I didn't look, but I would assume so.
Because I should have brought that DK
Oh,
sock I made
yeah.
for Mom. I made a DK sock with my leftover Yarn Ink DK yarn, but I knew it was a risk because it didn't have any nylon in the DK. And she's worn holes right through them.
Yeah.
And she hasn't worn them a ton.
No, not really. And she was so careful how she washed them. And
Yeah, it was a lesson learned to make sure
So it
there's
really
nylon in
sucks.
it. Now I'm curious to know if she has nylon in it.
oh, where's my ball band? Must have left it at home too. Anyway, so Shelly sock sets always come with 2 colors. And I thought I put it inside the ball, but apparently I didn't.
So they're just a little bit different than each other, hey?
Yeah, this is espresso, and this is a real purpley. And this is the... So what I'm doing is I am knitting a reverse stockinette sock.
Reverse stock. Oh, so like inside out.
Yeah, basically.
Is that a pattern that you're using or just
No,
doing it?
this is out of my head.
Very cool.
I love the look of the reverse stockinette. And so I did the toe in the espresso colorway.
Bailey.
And then I knit up the foot. And I tried, Shelly gave me a good idea. I forget who she said does it, but somebody she knows does garter stitch for their fishlets kiss heel. Because it gives just a little bit more stretch in the heel. Which, yeah, so it gives you just a little bit more room. So I did that. So I'm knitting the sock normally, like right side out.
Oh, okay.
But it's inside out. If that makes
right
sense.
side out.
So I'm not purling the whole thing. I'm knitting it.
Are you knitting it backwards to make it purl on the outside?
No.
You just do regular knit stitches all the way around and it does that?
Yeah.
How?
Because this is pearls. If you purled an entire sock, it would look like this.
Oh, so you just flip it inside out?
Yeah, so you literally
Okay,
turn the
so-
sock inside out.
Oh, okay, so there it is with the
So
stocking.
this is normal sock that you would knit, toe up sock. And it's just knit stitches. But when I did the heel, I turned it inside out so that all my tails were on the inside. And I knit the,
For garter, that's cool.
Yeah, and I knit a garter stitch heel.
And that's why it looks small, but then once you stretch it out, because it's garter, it grows.
Because it's garter, it's going to grow, and it's going to have some more stretch to it.
Well, let me know how you like the fit of that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. And DK, they go faster.
Oh, I had this done in a day.
Nice.
And then I had
love
to put
this
it away.
espresso color.
Yeah, me too. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I have that in my Hohi wrap. It's beautiful, Shelly.
Yeah, I love it. So she has all kinds of colors in her DK. So it's a little bit bigger than a regular ball of DK, I think.
Oh yeah, there's more.
Because you need a little bit more for a sock, right?
Oh, okay.
I think. It seemed bigger anyways. Maybe I just haven't bought DK in a while. So, yeah,
Cool.
that's my sock whip. So,
I have some dream knitting in DK that I want to do.
oh yeah.
I was going to show that. I should grab my pattern.
Dream knitting's always fun.
Yeah, and I might see how much yarn I have. I have a DK skein of yarn from, Knit Picks.
Oh, cool.
Just sit on your lap. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's quite a few people knitting this up. It's a free pattern on Ravelry called Tied Knots.
Oh, cute.
And Volenvine knit a hat on her. She showed it on her last podcast, and same with Levi from WTF Knitting. Made a beautiful mustard colored one.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so it's a free pattern. And I sure love cabled hat patterns. I want to make another quadri hat as well. I've done one so far, and I want to do another one. But yeah, I need to get some DK. You only need 232 yards
Yeah.
of DK. So
That's a normal 100-gram skein, right?
yeah, I don't know what the normal DK.
I think it's around 200.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
That's
check
cute.
my stash because I want a solid color to show off the cables.
Yeah, cables you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, for sure.
I'm really wanting to try and find a color similar to this champagne pinky,
Oh, yeah.
like my phone, like my purse, to go with my jacket.
That's a good idea.
But I don't have that in my stash, so I'll use something else for now. But yeah, check out this pattern, Tied Knots. There. Well, we jumped around. Casey, you did that.
Do you have another whip?
Well, I'll just show my Christmas sock, just so I can force myself to get it done. I'm getting close. One sock is almost done. So I'm going to knit, I think I'll just keep knitting to here, and then I'll do my 15 to 20 rows of ribbing.
Perfect.
So maybe next podcast, this will be done, and I'll be on to my second.
Yeah, good.
I still have tons of yarn.
I don't remember where I'm at on mine. We had the same yarn. There was about, 6 of us that started?
Yeah, we all went to Willow and Wool and bought a skein of this yarn. Do I have the ball bands upstairs?
We're so organized.
This yarn. I forget what it's called, actually.
Oh, you have the new one.
I have a new one. Flat sock. Look at this. This is part of my acquisitions, but I bought this sparkly, beautiful colorway from Willow and Wool. So it knits up like that. I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, so I want to get this done, and then I don't know if I'll cast this on right away because I really want to do my wool baron. Did you bring it? Mm-hmm. I missed out on the fiber fair that day. I should have gone early in the morning. I had to work later that afternoon, evening, so Becky couldn't go in the morning, and I was debating, should I go? Kicking myself, but then Becky decided to go in the afternoon, and I said, can you just stop at the wool baron and just pick me up a skein of Christmas striping yarn if she has any? And she did.
She did.
So
it's amazing.
We'll show that in acquisitions.
Yeah. I've got a few things to show.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one whip. What do you got?
Well, I'm working on a test knit for Cozy Up Knits. I'm doing the Jamie hat. So they've got their four sisters hat collection. And I'm doing the Jamie hat. So I'm working on that's beautiful. It's just a little lace pattern and a little cable.
That? That's pretty. And so that's the Jamie one. Good job, Sarah, and all your designs of your new patterns for your hats.
The pattern's fantastic. Wow. I fiddled a little bit, so I was trying to use just some scrap yarn to start with, like just stuff I had left over, but I realized I didn't have a ton of DK. And the first one I started with was...
What do you mean to start with? Like you wanted to put 2 colors in this?
No. Just like to start the pattern, because I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. So I wanted to see how the pattern looked. So I had this black partial skein of DK yarn. So I tried that. But when you're knitting a new pattern and you need to see your stitches, don't use black yarn.
Yeah.
Because you can't see.
It's very
So I really struggled. I cast it on like, I don't know, 5 times and was fiddling with it, and Sarah was sending me videos. And then I'm like, forget this. So I went to Wool and Wool. I bought the right needles that I needed because I was trying to do it magic loop.
Oh, that's
and so I was getting this big gap in at the start of my round. And so yeah, I was really frustrated. So I was like,
what kind of cast on?
So it's a tubular cast on.
So that's different than what I'm used to seeing.
Yes. So what I did, it's a tubular cast on, which is, they have it in the pattern, and it's so easy. But you have to do it loose because mine is way too tight. Like I'm not gonna be able to get this on my head. So I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I'm gonna see if I can, when I'm done, I'm gonna try and put my needles in at the bottom here and take my cast on off and fix it so that I can actually put this on my head. Because
I hope you can after going all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Otherwise, braver than I, my friend.
Otherwise, this will be Lashane's hat because
that's true. Yeah, give it to her.
Tight.
It's too bad.
So, but I love the look of the tubular cast on.
So when you guys all go and get your patterns and do your tubular cast on, make it
keep it loose because and I've done tubular cast on before. I've done it on a sweater. Oh, not this one, I don't think. No, I did it on something else. Maybe it was a pair of socks, and I didn't have this issue. But this is a more simple way to do it. But I think just because I was a little bit stressed, I made it a little tighter. But anyways, this is Wool and Wool. This ball band I actually have.
Yeah, we have a ball band.
So this is Mineville wool. And so it's 100% wool, single ply, and Italian plum gray is the colorway. But it's this really it's a gray base, but it's got all these purpley pink speckles in it. Pretty. And it's so pretty. It's totally my color.
Oh, yeah.
And I love single ply in hats.
Nice.
Because it's, I don't know, you don't need that nylon in a hat, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be soft because it's not right against your skin. So
it's usually pretty soft, though.
It is still pretty soft. It's a little bit...
I've heard it grows. It blooms.
Probably.
I should know because I did my exploration station in that. I think it did.
Yeah. So, but I probably won't. I don't know that I'll have to block it that much.
Yeah.
Because I'm just doing the medium size, so it's because I don't really like slouchy hats. I like more of a beanie style. So it'll stretch out the pattern anyways. So.
I have heard that it's good to try and block hats on a balloon.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'm going to do that next time. Yeah, because I usually try and dry them on my Tupperware juice jug. And then you have a funny...
Oh, but a balloon's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because you could even blow up the balloon inside of it.
You could, yeah, exactly.
So you can get it the right size.
Kind of eyeball roughly, yeah, and then it just molds to it. So there you go. Tip for y'all.
There you go.
Use a balloon.
So anyways, the pattern doesn't tell you to put markers in it. But I was having issues. I wanted to make sure that I kept my lace right.
Okay.
I dropped a stitch somewhere in the first round. So then I'm like, nope, I'm putting markers in so that I know. I don't have to think about it. Work. Oh. So yeah, it just takes the thinking out of it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Every time you hit a marker, you know where you're at. And if you make a mistake, it's a lot shorter to go back than...
Exactly.
So.
Nice.
Anyways, amazing pattern, you guys. Your patterns are all great, so...
Yeah. Okay, we're going to pause for a second. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. We're back.
Hello, Miss Lorimer School.
Now my kid's school is calling. Just a sec. I have to take this call. Hello? Okay.
Back.
Take
Coffee.
4. Why is it always my house? That's crazy.
It is.
It's always crazy in my house.
It's funny.
Okay.
Whatever.
So what were we showing?
I just finished showing my hat.
Okay.
Do you have
So my
any more?
only other whip that I was working on has been my Stephen West mystery cowl. If you don't want to see what it looks like, look away. But I'm pretty sure most people have seen.
Oh, it's all over Instagram.
I'm so far
Lots of
behind.
people are done, so.
So I finished half of clue 2. Oops.
Nice.
Is that the right? Yeah. So I finished this side of clue 2. And now I need to pick up all my stitches and do this wing on this side. And then clue 3 and 4. This is being a beast of a project, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to stick with it. I read ahead into clue 3, and it says that you need 90 grams of your contrasting 2 and 3 colors.
Okay.
But I only have 85 grams.
Oh.
Well, I'm supposed to use this color for clue 3, these 2. But then that would be my clue 4. The whole end would be this bright pink. And as much as I love the bright pink, I think it's just going to be
a bit much.
too much. So I'm thinking of using this for the end. This beautiful speckle from Yarn Ink.
Yeah.
So now what I might do, I'm not planning on doing the border along the edge because it's already going to be huge.
Yeah.
So what I might do is just alternate somehow these 3 colors for clue 3.
Or you could just shorten it by a few rows.
You could, but you have to end up with a certain amount of stitches because there are some decreasing stitches. So you have to end up with, I think they said 85 stitches on either end before you start clue 4. Because it's going to kind of go...
You could do it though. You could just take a few rows out earlier before you start decreasing. So you get all your decrease rows in. Because you do it just like we did in that one. Remember where we had to measure the Genesis wrap that we did? Where you weighed it so you knew how much you used for like a repeat, like there and back. And then you just take out 5 grams.
That's true. Making it shorter would be a good option. Yeah, because right now this is at 96 grams, but I still have to do all the braids on the second side. So this might be under 90 grams as well.
Oh yeah, it might be.
And I love this blue speckled from Miss Sally Makes. It's by... I don't remember. We're the best podcasters ever. Oh, I found a stitch marker in my bag. I need to use this. Ah, look at that. Sugar tots.
That's so cute.
I still haven't used it yet. The things
Probably in
you
there since
find
you
when
bought
you
it.
bring your snazzy bags out. A nice project bag. Yeah, so anyways, that's where I'm at with this. I'm hoping to pick up stitches soon. I end up going out and buying another set of needles from Willow and Wool because I don't want to put this on scrap yarn. I'm using the Chiao Goose for this as well.
Nice.
And I didn't want to just leave live stitches on yarn. I find it too much of a pain. I'd rather just go out and buy another set of needles because I think this is a common size for shawls, size 4. So
it is. I have like 3 or 4
yeah,
4mm needles. So
yeah, whatever. It just took the thinking out because I'm buying this shawl as much as I do enjoy it. It is brain power sucking.
Yeah.
So
It's a busy one for sure.
yeah, that's that. Oops, mohair everywhere. This is a mess. Oh my goodness, Heather. Get it together. Okay, there we go. There's that.
Cool.
And you're done your whips?
Yep.
So we're going to show we just have a couple acquisitions. I already showed my Christmas yarn. But I need to show my other yarn.
Which one?
Well, the Christmas yarn you picked up.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
There it is.
She's been selling out of this yarn a lot.
Oh, and I know why. It's 20 repeats.
20 repeats of amazing
Or like 20
colors.
different colored stripes.
This is called the Ugly Sweater Party.
And make sure you get it right. Because if you don't call it by the right name, She might smack you with a skeiny yarn.
Oh, did she smack you with a skeiny yarn?
She did. It was really funny.
I should try that.
She did. She's like, bet you've never been hit by a vendor with a skeiny yarn before.
Get it together, Becky. That's awesome.
Oh, it was so funny.
Louise,
I got such a good
funny.
chuckle out of that. Oh, it was so funny.
Aw. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Yeah, so everyone go check it out. She has, it's thewoolbaron.etsy.com is her Etsy website.
Nice.
The Ugly Sweater Party. Beautiful. Okay,
That
your
is
turn.
beautiful.
What did you get?
Okay, so I am doing the Snap That Wrap by Cozy Up Knits.
So pretty.
And these are the colors I bought. They're all yarn ink. And I just think they're stunning. I can't wait to start this. This
color
is the same, as
fringe
yours.
is in my Stephen West Mystery Cow.
Yeah.
What other colors are they?
So this is called Goddess. This is Shiver. And then Fringe.
So pretty.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one.
When are you going to cast that on?
Soon. Yeah. I wanted to do this one, the Snap That Wrap, because my sister shawl, so it's a similar shape, right? Like kind of a long rectangle
Yes,
type.
true. Yeah.
But my sister shawl that I did was their Mystery Knit Along last year. I accidentally did in DK weight, and it's gigantic.
That's right.
And so I wear it all the time at home, as like, instead of wearing a sweater, I just put my shawl on at home, like wrap up in it like a blanket. But anyways.
That's going to be beautiful. That was like your birthday present. Because she had her birthday
It did.
like a week and a
I
half, 2
haven't
weeks.
spent my birthday money yet.
Oh, she's going to go shopping even some more. Nice.
And then I just got a couple little charms.
Oh, a Wonder Woman one. Oh, I love that.
Isn't
I
that
want to make the
cute?
Wonder Woman shawl. I have the yarn for it. I need that stitch marker. Which vendor? is
This
that from?
was from Red Fox Fibers.
Okay, I'm going to have to...
She gave me one of these.
Lucky duck. I want one of those.
Isn't it so
Zero
Fox?
Fox.
Given.
Given. I love that.
My daughter has one, because she gave us both one. My daughter was with us. And she tied a little piece of yarn on her finger and hung this charm on her finger so that she could show it to people.
That's awesome. Any high schooler would love that also.
Yeah, so she thought that was pretty hilarious.
That's awesome.
Anyways, so
I
yeah,
love it.
that was my fun shopping that day. I think that was all. I got your yarn. I was like, I thought I got something else, but
You do have something else? Okay, so Louise from the Wool Baron messaged me. And she goes, Heather, I still have some leftover skeins from our fiber thing we had in Calgary. And I'd love to gift you some yarn. You can keep it, you can share it, you can do a giveaway, whatever. Would you be interested? Okay, so
really,
she also sent, and then later she messaged me
Oh my
asking
goodness.
if I've been wanting, like if I'd be interested in some of her scraps from other projects, not her yarn, but.
oh cool.
And I was like, I would love some scraps because I'm going to start a crocheted granny stripe blanket.
Yeah.
So I should, they're upstairs. Anyways, but I wanted to open this because this is some Wool Baron yarn. I have claimed dibs on one for sure that I want to use on the Mystery Cow with the Cozy Up. But you have to just experience opening up because it's so fun.
Wow.
So these are some of her minis, like her yarn minis.
Oh my goodness. Her yarn, you guys, is like amazing. That little tags hanging off of them. Oh.
I got the parcel out of the mail and I started to tear up because it was just so full of beautiful
so
stuff.
sweet.
I know.
Okay, Louise, you can smack me with a skeiny yarn anytime you want.
Maybe she felt bad. Oh, I was so abusive to that poor Becky.
I hope not, because it was really funny. It really was quite funny.
Hit her anytime. I do it like all the time.
All the time.
Oh, I know. Like it's just so fun to open. It was like Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
I know. So I really want to do this color in the
so
Cozy
cool.
Up Mystery Cow because I think I would love to add. I don't have any red and black.
Slightly Norman.
I need that for for 3 colors.
Literally promiscuous.
Isn't that gorgeous? There's every color in the rainbow in there.
Wow.
So
green.
generous, hey?
Wow. Oh,
Like just
so generous.
yeah.
There's more.
There's more.
Oh my goodness.
She sent us 2 skeins of her self-striping yarn.
Kick some asters.
Love that. They must have fun naming yarn.
Oh, it would
I
be
want to do
so
that.
fun. Oh, look at this purple.
The kissing disease. The sturdy stock self-striping.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
Isn't that so fun?
That's amazing. She's so sweet.
And then the mini. So we'll pick something to do a giveaway for something.
sure.
Like I don't know when our next cow's gonna go, but some of this is gonna be coming your way, and
oh yeah,
we gotta
for
pick
sure.
out some yarn. And the minis, thank you. I'll show the minis again too, because she just said that she was just trying to get rid of some of her extra yarn and want to
fun.
spread the love, and
Aww.
so which was perfect. And I'm gonna start a granny stripe.
Fun.
Because I'm doing an Advent swap as well with Miss Ellie Makes. She has a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I just shipped that off.
Fun.
I'll post a picture of all the little. I just balled up 10-gram balls of my scrap yarn, and then wrapped them all up. And I also made her a project bag, so that took up that took up my Saturday doing the project bag and wrapping up all those skeins of yarn. And so I'll post a picture maybe closer to. Well, maybe after Christmas, of the project bag. I hope she loves it. I just want to do something whimsical and like
for sure.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, she'll love it.
Yeah, she'll like it. Allie, I forgot to put my label on it. I forgot to put a handle on the bag.
Oh dear.
You know, you
It's
flip
okay,
it all
it's made
back
with
the
love.
right side out because you do it inside out and then you flip it all the right side out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I forgot the label and a handle.
Oh dear.
But I think Allie will still love it. Even without a handle.
Absolutely love it.
So I couldn't wait to show you these.
Oh, I can imagine.
I hadn't told Becky. I was waiting to do it on the podcast, and I got these on Halloween.
Oh wow.
Or the next day. Halloween or the next day. Yeah. It's like,
Cool.
Becky, we should podcast. Becky, we got a podcast. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
So Louise, that just totally just blew me away. Like you wouldn't believe. And like a huge box. Full of yarn. Like, anyways, I was just blessed. I sent her, because she's funny, because she's like, I always remember you by your Broadway shawl. I just love your Broadway shawl that you did. I love the colors. I totally want one of my own. And she's like, you're inspiring me to start a Broadway shawl. And so then I said, well, can I gift you the pattern? And so she was like, sure, I'd love that. So I sent her the pattern on Ravelry, and she messaged me back, and she's like, I'm casting it on right away, and I'm totally copying your colors. And the pattern even comes with a little bow on it, I guess, through Ravelry, which is true. If you get a gift, it has a little bow on it. And so I'm excited to see her progress.
Yeah.
And her Broadway shawl, and I hope she posts pictures soon on Instagram. I haven't seen them yet. Where are they, Louise?
Yeah, get going on that.
So everyone should do the Broadway shawl by Shannon Cook.
Yes. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I wear it a lot. It's DK weight yarn that you use.
I know, it's such a fun knit. Like
it mixes it up.
It does.
And it's of course my favorite, the triangle.
The big triangle.
Yeah, I love that shawl.
It's
so
fantastic.
she's making one now. So it's just fun making new friends, and
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so much. My daughter laughed at me because we went to the Fiber Shindig, and I really didn't. I mean, I wanted to do some shopping because I had some yarn in mind that I wanted to get, but I just went around from table to table, and I stopped and visited with everybody, and like it's just so fun to get to know all the vendors, and because then when you're looking at stuff on Instagram, like you have a face to put to the name, and it's I just love meeting people. So it's lots of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And then we booked to go to there's a winter knitting retreat happening in Lone Pine.
Yeah, it's that's the name of a bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
so
where
we're
it's
going
supposed
with
to.
quite a few knitters. I don't even know who organized it.
There's a couple girls from Grand Prairie that our friend Jocelyn knows.
Oh,
Because Jocelyn grew up close to Grand Prairie in Fairview, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they kind of put this retreat together, and we picked a place that was almost exactly halfway between Grand Prairie and Airdrie. And so,
because we've been wanting to get together to knit with Jamie and Sarah and all them, because we got together before the Lacombe show and at the cabin, and then we were thinking, wouldn't it be fun to find a place halfway between Calgary, Airdrie area and Grand Prairie? So
yeah,
it's perfect. So they'll be there, and
that'll be super exciting. So that's in January.
And then Airdrie, Polka Dot Creek, and Creek Garden are hosting Airdrie's first fiber fair, which is so exciting.
Very
that's going to be January 12th.
Yeah.
Shelley, do you need volunteers or anything?
I know. I keep thinking I need to message Shelley and be like,
I keep needing to too.
Yeah,
can we do anything?
Sign me up. Put me to work.
I know, and I'm like, I wish I was a vendor. And she goes, well, you could be. I'm like, oh. And maybe we will. I still do, like, making that bag for Allie the other day was like,
I know, it's so fun.
It's not anything I want to do for, like, a business per se, but just to make some bags and just have a little thing of just selling some bags here and there.
Yeah,
like,
it'd be fun.
Putting things in a shop and just, to help, just use up our beautiful fabric that
I know
we have and, support our addiction
our habits
to knitting. So, that's going to be January 12th, so of course we'll be talking more about that. I really would love to get up to the one going on in Dawson Creek with Faking Sanity. That's in April. I don't know if it's going to work for us to go, but good for them for throwing one too. Like, that's really cool.
Kidding.
So it's neat to see these different vendors and podcasters doing these things, and
yeah, it's cool.
I just want to support everybody. I want to support all the different shows and go to them all. And
go to them all.
Yeah. So, but we have a few things to look forward to at least. So
yeah, for sure.
And now just got to get some more projects done. Get my Christmas socks done. So yeah,
lots to do.
But I'm glad we were able to podcast today.
Yeah.
I have to go to school now to pick up my son. Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and yeah. Anything else? Just squish all of our new yarns. Ooh, I know. And yeah. So have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. It's almost the weekend.
It's
gonna be the long weekend. So
it's downhill now.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Take care. Bye.